One Piece chapter 1102. The Life of Kuma. Cover request is Bonnie not waiting to stuff her face at a meal with a pack of wolves. Who carefully built up a huge stash of hot dogs. Okay, okay. I like it. Nice panel art. I like it. You know, I'm not ready for this chapter because it's titled The Life of Kuma. So this sounds like some type of endgame flashback. Like, this sounds like the conclusion of Kuma's flashback, possibly. They're not. Okay, let me see. The girl who keeps pushing forward. No doubt about it, Bonnie. Kumachi's here. Quit calling me by my name. I'm the captain, ain't I? Okay, okay. Captain, then. It looks like there are Marines here, too, though. All right, men. The Bonnie pirates have arrived. Dang, look at Bonnie. She has her classic outfit that we came to know her by. I like it. She's always had a pretty cool design. She has a really sick design. Probably one of Oda's best, in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So she got her crew now, of course. Good to know. I like the how that happened as well. So we've got orders to bring them in immediately. They say the last city they attacked was packed with injured seniors and even little children. They're the worst type of scum. And then just getting wrecked there. Okay. A big guy. Yeah? I've seen him. He was on the outskirts of town. I can't see you, Bonnie. Please understand. It's hard to believe you became a pirate of all things, but you mustn't chase after me. Pop. So he just left. Where the hell did he go? We've already been dubbed pirates. You may as well keep searching, even if it takes a while, right, Captain? If we're gonna take it slow, then I want to look for Nika too. Imagine Daddy's face when I tell him I found Nika at so-and-so island. And the heartbreaking thing about this is that both Kuma and Bonnie have met Nika in Luffy. They just don't know it. I want them to know this, dude. They gotta find out, please. Alright, I found Nika. Okay, so imagine Daddy's face when I tell him I found Nika at so-and-so island. Don't you think he'd be thrilled? Meanwhile, in the East Blue, having crushed the vicious fishmen of the Arlong pirates. Alright, I got a bounty. Straw Hat Luffy has stepped into the spotlight. Wow, we're going all the way back there, huh? Arlong Park arc? Okay. Straw Hat Luffy, bounty, 30 million. Not bad. You're going to Logtown? What for? No particular reason. Who's in charge there? That'd be Captain Smoker. Jinbei, guess whose kid brother is on this bounty poster? A brat like this took down Arlong? Oh yeah, we know the history between Arlong and Jinbei. Huh? That's right, he's my kid brother. What a curious twist of fate, Dragon. To think your boy would become a pirate. Hey, we got the family connections there. You know, Kuma and Bonnie. Although Kuma is Bonnie's dad. Forget who the real biological dad is. Let's not even think about that. Kuma is Bonnie's dad. So, you know, both their children became pirates. Kind of nice to see in a way, kind of. So let's go ahead. Let's keep reading. Here are our ironclad rules of piracy. Plunder whatever you want from bad guys. Rob them blind and don't help a soul unless they really need it. Not a soul. Yes, that's it. Yes, that's it. That's exactly how you put on lipstick. Great. I'm totally a grown-up now. I remember people used to think that Bonnie was Big Mom's daughter because of the lips, the lip pattern. I could see that happening. I mean, well, I could see that happening back in the day. Of course, now we know that's not the case, but because I think Lola has similar lipstick pattern on her lips like that. Anyway, look, let's move on. I also put this on. Daddy might not even recognize me without something on my cheek. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I see what's going on. Next, I just got to make a name for myself. That'll get his attention. Dang, she's just searching anything to get Bonnie or contact from Coop. Dang, okay. Egghead, New World. This is unsettling. You think so? Their progression is going as smoothly as your own modifications. Never mind that, though. Did you hear the news? Apparently some rookies declared war on the world government. What? Dragon has a son? If I'm going to let you study all my memories, there's no point trying to hide it. A man with rubber power standing up to the government. What a quirk of fate. He sounds just like my idol Nika. Dude, Kuma, he is. A man with rubber power standing up to the government. What a quirk. He sounds just like my idol Nika. He is Kuma, dude. I hope Kuma finds out. Pepe, that's true. Thriller Bark, Grand Line. The government has given me special orders to wipe you all out. That said, I'm sure they'd be satisfied if I only brought them Straw Hat Luffy's head. Hand him over and I'll spare your lives. And then everyone, of course, says, go to hell. Never, right? What a shame. Ursa shock. That was a freaking epic. Cool. Such a cool scene when I saw that first time in the anime. Luffy, and then we have the classic Zoro confrontation with Kuma. Luffy is the man who will become king of the pirates. And I can just hear the very, very, very strongest soundtrack playing in the background as I read this. So sick, dude. If you truly mean to take his place, you must be willing to bear all his pain and suffering yourself. This much damage might be enough to even knock me out. Yeah, this much damage might be enough to even knock me out. And then Zoro just took that, man. He has exceptional friends, just as I'd expect of your son, Dragon. I remember this scene so well. Near the Sabaody Archipelago, we are calling in all 7 warlords of the sea. If you refuse to come, you'll be forfeiting your title. Quite the statement. What's the occasion? The flag bearer of the new era, Porcus D. Ace. His public execution date has been set. This will mean war with the Whitebeard pirates. War with the Whitebeard? I will be sure to arrive before the execution date. Sabaody Archipelago. Where's my food? I'm wasting away here. Pizza, bring me more. Now. Bonnie's introduction was pretty sick in this arc. Just eating pizza everywhere. Okay, so next page. Just ... Captain, the Navy will take notice if you keep causing a scene. This is the last time I'll see your face. This is the last time I'll see your face. Become a truly indomitable pirate. Bonnie. Do not tell me. You know, we're getting a flashback to the Sabaody Archipelago arc. Are you telling me? Are you... I don't... And this is not even the end of the chapter, by the way. Are you telling me, Oda, are you telling us, during this whole arc, the character introduction, when Bonnie was just eating pizza, you know, not a care in the world, you're telling me that Kuma was right outside that restaurant, right outside the window, looking through, hiding his face in a hood, and caught a glimpse of Bonnie? That is so sad. For them to be that close, and being unable to see each other, or I mean, she didn't see him, he saw her, but they're not able to see each other, like hug, like talk to each. Oh, this is the last time I'll see your face. Become a truly indomitable pirate, Bonnie. Kuma was there. That pirate just hit a celestial dragon. They'll send a warship from Navy HQ. I mean, yeah, I mean, it does make sense that Kuma was there. You know, of course he did show up there at Sabaody, but you know, I didn't think he was there previously. I thought he had just showed up after Luffy freaking KO'd that Celestial, and then he showed up after the Pacifista. But to think he was there all along and was just kind of walking around and then saw Bonnie. Oh. Like, okay. That's the human shop. Okay, so yeah. Someone attacked the Celestial? Who would dare do that? The whole world knows that's taboo. And we're so close to Navy HQ too. It's practically suicide. It's Luffy, the warrior of liberation, Joy Boy, Nika, come to life. Them again. The Straw Hat Pirates. Zoro, Sanji, Hachi, Luffy. He did it to protect a fishman? Straw Hat Luffy. The whole crew. Usopp, Robin, Brooke, Nami, Frankie, Chopper. No one has done anything this bold for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's treason. Dragon. Eva, I hope you can forgive me. Stop, PX1. What? Another one? Zoro? I didn't mean to desert you without a word. At least I can leave my own quiet mark on the world. Through Bonnie and this young boy. Their future will be... I think my cat Johnny is playing. Anyway, look, let's continue the reading. I remember when Bruce used to do that. He would just scratch on the wall and door. Anyway, let's keep reading. At least I can leave my own quiet mark on the world through Bonnie and this young boy. Their future will be the only legacy I leave behind. I couldn't save any of them. Oh man, he was helping you. You've got it wrong. I'm just showing you the level you have to be in the new world. And you and your friends just aren't ready. Don't go there yet. After all, you will someday save the world. Oh, the words. Those words touch the heart, man. Install self-destruct mechanism. Are you really that terrified of Kuma? Don't complain. Isn't his terrifying status as a human weapon your doing? But you five already have the highest priority in the command hierarchy. And if he were to somehow go rogue when not in our presence, how would anyone else stop him? Do not answer. I'm not interested in the opinions of a scientist for hire. Then in exchange for me doing that, I can't read because this whole flashback is crazy. I'm not focused. I'm focused on Kuma's tragedy. Okay. Then in exchange for me doing that, let me keep just a touch of his ego intact. I've invented a circuit for the brain that allows one to switch between two states of consciousness, akin to a split personality. If you allow me to test it, I've given the order, Vegapunk. Erase his individuality completely. Erase his individuality completely. Make sure no trace of him remain. You won't be forgiven if you don't. Vegapunk completely went against his orders, 100%. There's no way. Remember, I too am a man of science, and I too am a man of science. He's right, warrior of science. Any attempts to deceive me will fail. But if we do that, Kuma won't get to reunite with Bonnie at all. It's good to know how you feel, Vegapunk. What? I didn't think you'd be able to overhear. Weren't you the one who gave me superhuman hearing? Alright then. Today is the day. We erase your sense of individuality. Kuma, it's only been 2 years. But it was fun. Suppose it was. It's looking like your first assignment will be a battle with the Whitebeard pirates. I've been asked to prepare a battalion of your clone soldiers for that too. Once that's over and done with, there's something I'd like you to program me to do. Protect the ship of the Straw Hat Pirates, just until one of them returns. I'd like to be a stubborn guardian for their home, since I won't be able to witness their continued growth. What kind of future are you dreaming up for that boy? His actions really moved me. I know Nika is meant to be a legend, but it'd be great if there really was a warrior out there, putting smiles on faces, using the rhythm of liberation, the rhythm that I taught Bonnie. And if there's a hero out there that will change these seas one day, I believe it'll be him. Oh my Gosh. A revolutionary placing their hopes on a pirate, eh? You're backing quite the dark horse, pep pep pep. That unorthodox thinking of yours. That unorthodox thinking is proof of your humanity. All right. Before we begin, remember to push out those memories for my research. A promise is a promise, after all. Does this effectively erase your memories? No. Think of it as a copy. It will disappear when it's touched, though. Don't fret. I've designed a system that will allow me to take peeks without touching it. Place it in here. Place it in there. That's what Bonnie found in the previously in this arc. Okay, it's just another procedure. I have to be clinical about this. I'm a scientist after all. So this is my life. I wonder how many people have been harmed or troubled by my actions. Troubled? Living is nothing without trouble, wouldn't you say? Wow. Oh, he's remembering everything. Kuma. Kumachi. Oh, we're getting a freaking, like a scene of Kuma growing up as he's running. Kind of like, it reminds me of like the Lion King when Simba's walking across the log. Kuma. Kumachi. Kuma. He's just remembering everything. Kumachi. Daddy. I can cure her. I'm so grateful. Thank goodness. Vegapunk's face! Your life hasn't caused anyone harm or trouble, but your death will pain everyone who loves you. Listen well, Kuma. You are a hero too. This anime flashback is gonna be crazy. Oh crap. You are a hero too. Not only for Bonnie, but for everyone you've ever met. Thank you. There's just one last thing, Vegapunk. Yeah, I know. I can't say how grateful I am. Look at everybody. Oh, this is heartbreaking. Thank you for saving Bonnie's life. If you see her again, could you tell her something for me? Please wish her a happy 10th birthday. And oh, I can't with this flashback, dude. I gotta say, please wish her a happy 10th birthday. That's the end of the chapter. I got no words, dude. His daughter is the only thing in his heart, and that's the end of chapter. Wow, dude. Holy. Whew. There's no post-credits, is there? No, there's not. I cannot believe what I just read. This has to be the most heartbreaking, the most depressing flashback backstory of any character I have seen. Dare I say, in all of fiction. In all of media. Holy moly, dude. I can't even begin to formulate words. What type of masterpiece has Oda done in this flashback? Like, I don't. Oh my, jeez. I'm glad Bonnie got to see Kuma's memories, although painful. Dude, it's like she's living them with us in real time, dude. Painful memories. I'm glad she got to see them because she knows the truth of what happened. What hmm, dude, this is absolutely heartbreaking. And I think what makes it worse, when the operation is starting, we get a flashback of all of Kuma's life from his birth to when he was a kid as a slave, meeting Eva, Ginny, the revolutionaries. And as I mentioned, like this panel, he's running. And every time he runs, you can see he's in the shape of the sun god Nika. That's his running stance, right? So as I mentioned, The Lion King. I'm a really big fan of The Lion King, probably my favorite Disney movie or whatever the heck, right? You know how if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. You know when Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa are walking across the log, and the soundtrack's playing in the background, Hakuna Matata, right? And then as the scene progresses, we see Simba grow up as he's dancing, and we get to see just like the silhouette, the shadow. Um, I, I'm getting those type of vibes from this panel, and I'm sure the anime is going to convey that really well. Also, another thing that comes to mind, not as emotional, but kind of in reference to that, the first Planet of the Apes movie, 2011, the trilogy, the first one from 2011. When Caesar climbed up the tree, we got a growing up scene kind of similar to that. Like every time he climbed up a tree, he would grow older, bigger, and then it would cut to the next shot, and he would grow and grow, keep growing. This is This is what I thought of when Oda, when this with this panel layout. We see Kuma being born, a kid, a young man, young adult, older adult, to his present day, and Vegapunk's face. That's what started to get me, dude. I think that's what got me 100%. Vegapunk's face, the raw emotion in that, and then how everybody, like Sentomaru, they're all like kind of like they're praying for Kuma and just like showing respects and bowing. And I Kuma is such a kind soul, dude. He's such a kind soul. He hasn't done anything wrong. All he wanted was to he was born into slavery. His mom died. He saw his dad shot in front of him. He was part of a hunting game. Met Eva, met Ginny, became friends. There was love between Kuma and Ginny. They didn't get married, and then Ginny got kidnapped. And you know what happened there? Then Bonnie is everything Kuma has had in life. He's had good moments, but they've never lasted. They've never lasted, and all Kuma wanted to do was to protect his daughter, Bonnie. And he didn't care. He was willing to give up his humanity like that, knowing that once he did that, he would have he would lose consciousness, and there would be absolutely no way for him to know if the government actually held up their end of the deal. And I have a really strong suspicion, however, we it they were making it a big point for Saturn and Vegapunk to talk about how, Vegapunk says, I've invented a circuit for the brain that allows one to switch between the two states of consciousness, akin to a split personality. It's almost like that was like his Hail Mary, you know? That was his Hail Mary, his last ditch effort to probably, like, try to convince Saturn, maybe we don't have to take his humanity. We could turn it on and off. Saturn didn't buy it, though. I have a suspicion that Vegapunk 100% rebelled against Saturn's orders, and possibly that's what's causing this whole Egghead incident, and why Saturn's also in the picture as well at the moment. And he is the warrior god of science, or whatever the heck his official title is. I don't think, if Saturn doesn't get killed in this episode or this arc. At the very least, I think he's going to be incapacitated. And that's a really bold claim, because knowing he's one of the 5 elders with his insanely powerful broken devil fruit and abilities, that's a really tall order. But I don't see what else. Oh my, I can't. I don't. And it's heartbreaking that Kuma, as he's on his deathbed basically, and he's saying, so this is my life. I wonder how many people have been harmed or troubled by my actions. It's almost like he's looking back at his life as a waste. Like, wow, I was born, so all I've caused is pain, harm, trouble, just because of my existence. And then Vegapunk is like, no, don't even say that. Vegapunk's like, living is nothing without trouble, wouldn't you say? Like, Vegapunk's trying to encourage him. And then we get the flashback of Kuma growing up. And then Vegapunk's face, that just broke me. That's insane. And then everybody praying for Kuma, Vegapunk just breaking down on his knees in agony, like wailing at the sky, dude. And then Bonnie, like, all the memories. I really hope, like, this. I hope Kuma does get his personality back in some way. Like I said, I believe Vegapunk did in fact install that switch on him, going against Saturn's orders. I really do hope Kuma becomes a conscious man again, regains his personality, his will, his independence. I hope he and Bonnie meet, have a stable, a great father-daughter relationship. Have a happily ever after ending. And most importantly, I really hope that both Bonnie and Kuma realize that they have met Nika in Luffy, and there's a reason why they're so drawn to each other. Even Kuma back then realizing like this kid, Luffy, he's something special, and you're going to be the one to change the world one day. I hope that Luffy's true nature, who he is, who he inherited, I hope it happens. And if it does happen, that's going to be probably one of the most emotional moments of One Piece in the entire series. And that's saying a lot, because there are a lot of emotional moments. This flashback, this entire chapter, I assume this is the final chapter in Kuma's backstory. There's nowhere else to go after this. His flashback is done. This flashback, particularly this chapter, I don't think I'm riding the hype at the moment. I think I can confidently say that this is probably one of the most heartbreaking. I think this is in fact the most depressing, the most tragic and heartbreaking story flashback of any One Piece character in the series. And we've had some good ones. We've had Senor Pink. We've had Law, freaking Robin, Chopper. Everybody's built on tragedy of some sort in this story, but this just, This anime episode, whenever it gets animated, I hope they do it justice. And I know the Egghead arc starts next month in January, like January 3rd or 7th, whatever the heck. So I think we'll probably be seeing this chapter animated close to like summer next year, maybe fall of next year. So we're probably like a year out. But this chapter is going to break hearts. I'm telling you, it's going to cause people to go into a freaking panic attack. I'm not even kidding. They're going to be hysterical. They're just going to, inconsolable. They're going to be, yeah. And this was a manga chapter. These were still images in this chapter. And they made me feel a certain type of way, dude. The anime is going to break people. It's going to, 100% it's going to break people. That's it. What a great chapter. Salute to Oda. What a masterpiece of a flashback story, whatever. Great. Oh, wonderful writing, but really depressing. I gotta give it up though. I gotta go think about some stuff, man. I got. I'm calling it here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my reading. Let me know what y'all thought about this chapter. Salute to Kuma. Salute to Kuma. He's sick. I hope he comes back with a vengeance. Like, please. I hope he meets Luffy in Nika forms. And what a great chapter. That's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. Take care. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. All that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Wow. Good night, everybody.